Hi, Expert Thomas here from thebestbreakupadvice.com. Today we are going to talk about facing problems while you're together. Arguments and forgiving your partner for something from the past. Anything that would cause tension. I'm going to help you overcome all these things. Now, first off, when you get back together, I'm sure you're going to be tempted to hang out with your partner 24/7, all day, every day. You're going to want to just be attached to them all day long, like a horny dog on somebody's leg. Like, you don't want to be like that. So you want to give your partner some space. It's okay for you and your partner to have your own interests and your own friends. You need to have some alone time. You can't be together every day. Do not do that. You're going to get sick of each other, and then you're not going to want to be together at all. So, give each other some space. When you want to go out or when your partner wants to go out, it's fine. Let your partner hang out with their friends or whoever it is. Give them some trust. Don't nag on them. Let them do their own thing. Give them some space. They can't breathe when you're on them 24/7. And think about it. How long can you hold your head underneath water? How long can you hold your breath for? Not very long until something bad happens. So you need to let your partner breathe. Give them some space. Now, if there are any arguments that arise, which I'm sure you will, people have arguments, it's natural. It's just fine. It's fine for you to have your own opinions, your own beliefs, and your own ideas. It's okay to have all those things. But I'm going to give you some tips on how to handle arguments and stuff. Because one big argument could just destroy this nice little relationship that you have tried to put back together. My first tip for you is, let's say your partner accuses you of something, or let's say your partner makes you feel a certain way. Let's say they make you feel jealous, they make you feel insecure, or they do something that really bother you. You're going to be tempted to say, you make me feel like this. You do this to me. You do this. You do that. You don't want to say it like that. Because when you say you put the pressure on them. And then it's going to make your partner want to defend themselves. You say, I feel like you're trying to make me jealous. I feel like you don't care. I feel like you don't try. Now, when you say I feel, it makes your partner feel sympathetic. And then they may come back and say, I didn't mean to make you feel like that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to. You see? Instead of them becoming defensive, now they're sympathetic. So if your partner is making you feel a certain way, don't ever put the pressure on them by saying you. Say, I feel. I feel like you are. Now, let's say you get into a big argument and your partner is freaking out. They're going off the wall. Sometimes you need to give them the benefit of the doubt because maybe they're freaking out and stuff because they had a really, really bad day. Maybe they got stuck in traffic. Maybe somebody backed up into their car and messed up their paint job. You don't know. So sometimes you have to give your partner the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes if they get angry with you, just kind of let it be. Let it slide. Just let it slide. Don't just let it be. Maybe they had a bad day. Now, let's say you get into a big argument and things get heated, like really heated, like your head starts shaking, your face turns red, really heated. You want to try to crack a joke, throw some humor into the argument. Try to make your partner laugh. You see, when you're arguing, you got to think of it, okay, communication, for example. When you're communicating with someone, there's a mirror effect. There's a mirror effect, Think about it. When you look in a mirror, the mirror does what you do, right? So if you start to talk to somebody, and if you raise your voice, if you start yelling at somebody, chances are they are going to yell back at you. The mirror effect. Now, if somebody is yelling at you and you lower your voice as they're yelling, chances are they are going to lower their voice. So remember that. When you get into a heated argument, throw some humor in there, the mirror effect. If they're yelling, don't yell with them. Lower your voice and stay calm, and then they will eventually become calm. Now, if you do have an issue with your partner, or there's something that bothers you, don't let it get bottled up. Say something. Try to solve the problem before it turns into something so big you won't be able to fix it, and it might be the reason why you break up again. Now, forgiving and forgetting. There may be something that your partner did in the past or has said that really bothers you, and you're having a hard time forgiving, forgetting. Well, you have to forgive eventually, but you don't want to forget. You see, people don't forget for a reason. So the bad thing doesn't happen again. It's called trial and error. If you hurt yourself, if you put your finger in a hot crock pot and you burn your finger, you're going to be careful next time, make sure to see if the water's hot, So you want to forgive eventually, but don't forget, because you don't want these things to happen again. Now, people say, well, I'm not going to forgive until I start feeling better. That doesn't make any sense. How can you start feeling better if you don't forgive? I mean, think about it. If you have a grudge on somebody, a nasty grudge, and you're holding something against them, how can you have a good feeling? How can you feel better if you have a grudge? It's like saying, well, I'm going to try to smile with a frown on my face. It's not really possible. So before you can start feeling better about something that's bothering you, you have to forgive. And then once you forgive, you will feel better. Now, I'm sure that now that you're back together, people, your friends and family, are going to want to get involved. I'm sure they're going to have their own opinions, their own sayings and everything. They're going to might say you should not be together, you should be together. They're going to want to get involved. Some people are really nosy. They just like to get in other people's business, especially with relationships. So you want to try to keep your friends and family at bay. At bay. Just keep them at a distance. Now, let's say your friends and family are very upset that you're back together. Well, this can add some pressure to the relationship. And if this is the case, you're going to want to try to be friends. You're going to want to try to work it out with your friends and family, and, try to enjoy everybody's company. Try to make it, if your mom or your dad or your family is all upset because you're back together, talk to them about your relationship. Tell them that you have fixed your problems. So there's no extra outside interference or any extra tension going on, because that stuff can cause some extra tension on the relationship. Now, let's say, now that you've been together, you're not, it's not what it seems. Maybe your partner keeps doing things to piss you off, and you keep on trying to forgive them, but they keep doing things to piss you off. Well, that could be a good sign that you should not be together anymore. Maybe you and your partner getting back together was a bad idea. And if this is the case, well, I'll give you some advice within the next week or so on how to handle this and how to find somebody else. And if you haven't got back together yet, I'll give you some more advice on that also. Now, if you are staying together and everything is going great, you're having a great old time being together, you're still in the honeymoon stage of getting back together and everything's going phenomenal, awesome. If that's the case, you need to continue to work on your relationship. You need to keep on building on that. You need to keep on making that connection stronger and stronger. Now, there is a way you can do this, and I've already recommended this to you before, and that is Michael Webb's book, 1,000 Questions for Couples. It's a great book. Me and my woman have used this book. It's a phenomenal book. It will really help you with your relationship. So, click the link below this video. Check it out by Michael Webb, 1,000 Questions for Couples. It will help you and your relationship thrive. You and your woman really need to read this book together. It'll help you get to know each other. So, I'll talk to you soon. Make sure you check out his book. Click the link. Michael Webb, 1,000 Questions for Couples. Amazing book. And I will talk to you soon. Make sure you inform me on your relationship. I want to know how you're doing. And I'll talk to you soon. You have a good day. Bye.